Hey guys, it's Lisa and you're watching Mine and Honesty's 10-month update. And now Honesty is 11 months old and growing so quickly. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to start out with Honesty's update as usual, and here goes. Honesty's been teething still. No teeth are showing. She still has 5 teeth. It's been hard for me to distinguish where the tooth is going to come out or teeth. I've noticed that she tends to bite on things at the top of her mouth, but yet it kind of looks like there might be something on the bottom, so I'm thinking she might get a couple more teeth within the next month or so. Are you teething? You sound like a little dog or something. She tends to realize the pain a lot before nap time and before bedtime. That means she's having a lot of fun and she's pretty distracted during the other times. And that's a good thing actually, because she's feeling less pain, and every parent dreams that their child isn't in pain, especially when it comes to this teething thing and such. She claps on her own now. We don't even have to coax her by clapping as well. She's super adorable. She'll just be sitting there. She'll finish eating her food, or when she's full, she'll clap her hands like as if she's like, yeah, I did a good job. I'm so happy for myself. It's super adorable. The foods that I remember that she's tried: raspberries, rice, ground turkey, made into turkey meatballs, and she absolutely loves those. She pretty much gobbles them up anytime that she has them on her plate for supper or lunch. Here's a little clip. You're eating the meatballs that Mommy made for you for the first time, eh? You're loving them. Delicious, huh? They're made of ground turkey with some tomato sauce and some spices like basil and some parsley that Mommy added. And you're loving them. That's awesome. Good job, honey. Good job. Delicious meatballs that Mommy made. She's tried pineapple, she's tried beets, oranges, orange peppers now. She's also had yellow and red grapes, blueberries. I'm not sure if I already said blueberries or not. Lentils and kiwi, both golden and green, which is awesome. She definitely likes golden better. She'll eat green, but she loves, I can't stress that enough, loves golden. She's had red grapes, but she hasn't had green grapes yet, but she loves red grapes. Oh my gosh, she really does. She's now up to having 2 bottles per day that are 75% cow's milk and 25% formula. The other bottle is 50-50. Next week we'll be moving on to 75% and all 3 bottles, and eventually be phasing out one of the bottles so that she's only drinking 2 bottles. Calcium in cow's milk, if a child or a baby drinks it in excess, it can interfere with iron levels. So I'm just kind of erring on the side of caution and lowering her milk consumption. She's at the age where she can go down to 2 bottles anyway, because she's on 24 ounces a day now. Her bottles are 8 ounces each. She takes 3 bottles. So going down to 2 would bring her down to 16 ounces, and I don't imagine she'll notice very much of a difference. I'll be upping her water intake hopefully, if she'll take it, and we'll go from there. I also forgot to mention that she really likes peas as well, like loves them. She is definitely in the testing phase and enjoys testing me to like my limits. It gets super frustrating at times. For instance, if I'm changing her, I'll give her a toy to distract her from like moving all around and basically wanting to grab everything and roll over. And she'll look at me, drop the toy or like the little book or something while staring at me with a straight face. And it is super frustrating. Or she'll like scream at the top of her lungs and look at me and be like, I wonder if she's going to get angry with me. How far can I push her? Apparently it's a normal thing at this age because it just is. Honesty started cruising at the beginning of month 10. You're standing in your crib all alone. Wow. Oh my goodness, Honesty. Good job, baby girl. You're gonna be 10 months tomorrow, and you are standing in your crib and you cruised around Mommy's legs and your crib when we told you how your day went. We're so proud of you. You're trying to cruise. Boom. You did amazing, honey. Oh boy, you're cruising. I can't even see you anymore. You're cruising along the crib. Good girl. You're doing that in the dark, honey. Wow. Not like you can hear me, but this is pretty spectacular, Honesty. 10 months old today, and look at you. Oh. Before you know it, you won't even be crying like that. It'll just be second nature. I can't wait until you get to look back on these memories, honey. You're doing so well. You are doing very well. Instead of napping, you're cruising around your crib. Silly girl.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, you're cruising. You're cruising. Hey.
What a strong little bugger you are. Hi, gorgeous. Are you wearing a pretty dress, too?
Pretty soon you're gonna be walking without having to hold yourself on something. All in good time.
Wow. And even before the middle of month 10, she was using her walker to walk back and forth from Matt to me and vice versa. Oh, Honesty, are you walking with your walker, honey? Go see Daddy. See his feet?
Yay!
Good girl. Whoa.
Oh.
Good girl. She's so excited. Good job. Wow.
Good job.
Good girl. She's like, am I famous? Am I on TV?
Come on over.
Good job.
Wow.
10.5 months old.
Looking good.
Walking like a boss.
Walking like a pro.
Good girl. Oh. Watch out, there's a book in your way. She's like, that won't stop me. Look at you go. Wow. Like across the room. What a blessing to see a baby that you gave life to grow in all facets of life. It's such a beautiful thing. Her baby fat is just like melting off. It's going away, and that actually kind of saddens me because I mean, she's not my little tiny little baby anymore. She's growing up really fast. When sitting on the floor, sometimes she will like turn herself around 360 degrees, and like she basically moves herself with her feet. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Here's a clip. Good job. That's cute. She has definitely calmed down when it comes to nap and bedtime sleep. Like I was saying, it was taking anywhere to like 45 minutes. Now there are times where she doesn't even want to take her second nap though. So I think she's like slowly weaning herself off of that second nap. We'll see how it goes. I don't plan on taking her off of a second nap until at least 18 months unless she really refuses. And it seems to be more of a common thing, especially when she slept 11 or 12 hours throughout the night and then she sleeps like 2.5 hours for her first nap. She's finally holding her sippy cup on her own more than just for 2 seconds. However, she refuses to hold it more than that. It was really awesome. I actually got some footage of Honesty drinking her milk from her sippy cup. Oh, so frustrating though, because that bit of footage that you're about to see is basically it. After that, she started getting really fussy. She didn't want to take it. She was really upset. She started to cry and scream and just wasn't having it. We tried 3 times with a normal sippy cup, a sippy cup with a straw, getting her to drink from just a normal cup, making sure the milk was warmer, making sure the milk was a little cooler. We tried so many things and she just wasn't having it. She's not ready. We'll come back to it in a few weeks. What's awesome though is that she seems to like the homogenized milk more than the formula. So it's been a really easy transition. I know that some people tend to transition their baby a lot sooner, like they'll do half a bottle for a few weeks and then switch cold turkey. But I'm not in a race here, and the thing is that I'm going based on Honesty's digestive system, as I was talking about, and I find that's been working really well. I'm doing it slowly to get her digestive system prepared for having cow's milk all the time. So I think it's great. I don't know why when my doctor was like, just go half and half, and then all of a sudden I was like, I'm not really comfortable with that. So I just decided to start with 1 bottle, 1/4, and like I said, we're up to 2 bottles, 75%, 3/4 of the homogenized milk, 25%, 1/4 of the formula. And she's taking quite a liking to the homogenized milk. I'm really noticing that with the 2 bottles that are 75% cow's milk, she tends to drink more of those bottles than she does when it's the 50-50. So that's exciting. I've heard of horror stories and a lot of stress of parents trying to get their child off the formula. Well, not necessarily horror stories, but just, you know, it was frustrating for the parents, and we're very fortunate to not have that struggle because we've got other struggles, and it's just nice to have some things go smoothly. If you're a parent, you know what that means. She's still having some separation anxiety, but it has gotten a whole heck of a lot better. The last time she was at my mom's to be babysat, she actually only cried for the last 10 minutes. It was pretty great to hear that, because there was a couple of times where she just like cried a lot and was not happy that we were gone. She had her first nap in her playpen. She's never napped in her playpen at home or anywhere else before this. At my mom's, we went there for the day. We're trying to get her used to sleeping away from home, starting with naps and in a different environment. Here at home, her room is like completely dark. At my mom's, they couldn't achieve that level of darkness, and Honesty still slept for an hour and a half. So I'm pretty impressed. Although she made quite a fuss for, you know, like 20-25 minutes or something like that, she fell asleep, and that's all that matters. I know that over time it's going to get easier for her. I'm going to do this more frequently. I also got my mother to go get her in the afternoon when she wouldn't take a second nap, and that was really good because now it's going to get Honesty used to being picked up by someone else when nap time or bedtime was over. She loves to make farting noises, even though she doesn't know what they are. Loves to make farting noises, and it's freaking hilarious and super cute. Here's a clip. Matt and I had been trying to teach her how to share, and amazingly enough, it worked after a few days. We have the cutest little video of when she didn't like to share, or at least didn't understand the concept of sharing yet. And so here it is. Can I have one? Can I have one? Aww. That's not... That's not nice. I want one too. I share lots with you. Can I have one? Honestly, I would like one. Do I have to get it myself? Takes two. Without even realizing it. Good girl. That's not nice. You should be sharing with mommy and daddy. But that's just me shooting on you. It's very kind of people to share. Trying to be a matchmaker, bringing your hands together. Can I have one? Free time. Not even one. Well, thank you anyway. Can I have my finger back? Oh, you want me to pick it up so that you can take it from me. Oh, you're so cute.
Thank you.
Oh, are you gonna? You can put it in daddy's hand.
Here. Thank you.
Let's show all those other little babies a lesson in sharing, honesty. Daddy would like one. Watch this, Honesty. Look, Honesty. Give it back. She's been in a couple of pools now, and every time she swims in like my aunt's pool, which is deeper, every time she has that floater on, she seems super secure and loves it in the pool. However, when she's in the tub, or when we went to one of Honesty's new friends' birthday party, she went in like a smaller pool where her legs and butt could basically be in the water, but and a little bit of her waist. But she didn't seem to like that as much. I'm not quite sure why. Have any of you had that kind of issue with your baby? And if so, how did you get them to actually start sitting down in the pool or the tub? Like, she'll sit in the tub, but she can't sit for too long. She wants to stand up and, like, I don't know. She never used to be like that. Matthew decided that he wanted her to stop being so apprehensive about sitting in the water, she would like crouch in the water and like touch it with her hands and splash a little bit. And then Matt was like, oh, step back a bit and let her be more confident, which is cool. But then he sat her down in the water. I'm telling you, she did not like that. She started to panic, started to scream and cry. She was upset, and I was upset and mortified, really, because after he did that and forced her into that, she was going to get there on her own. It's just that it was a little bit cooler than she was used to, the pool water. It was actually pretty darn cold in comparison. And she was trying to get used to it and whatever. And I was being really gentle about the situation and kind of trickling some water on her and whatever. And then he was just getting impatient and he stuck her on her butt. And she, like I said, she panicked and started to crawl towards him because she didn't like it. And then he kind of just stood there and let her crawl like that. And she was like getting water on her face, and it looked like it was getting near or in her mouth, and she hated it. And ever since then, when she's in the bath, when any little bit of water gets on her face, she freaks out and doesn't like it, or near her eyes or near her mouth or whatever. Oh, there are times where we don't see eye to eye with things. However, it would be nice if he would consult with me when he wants to do something like that before doing it. And especially in a situation that's going to make him look extremely bad or negligent. You know, I'm not saying do that behind closed doors, but do it more gentle and get her used to it when there's not a crowd around. You know, like maybe that was also a little nerve-wracking for her. How do we know? She doesn't know these people, and you know, there's people around the pool and stuff when he did this. And anyway, that really bothered me. She's actually been pretty squirmy in the tub too since that. And it's unfortunate because she loved being in the tub. And hopefully when we go into the big pool again next time, she still loves it. Honesty has met a few new friends, which is good. At one point, Honesty was pretty much only spending time with one friend here and there. Like every so often she would get to spend some time with a new friend or whatever, and it would only be once, and then it would like never happen again. So she had this consistent friend, and then all of a sudden that stopped. My friend got busy and such, and just hasn't had time, I guess, to make plans. And even when she says she wants to, she doesn't make those plans. The thing is that I felt really bad that Honesty wasn't really having anyone to play with. And then it just so happened that my aunt knew somebody who lived around us who had a baby around Honesty's age. And now him and her are friends. And her and I are friends. And we actually go to the park and talk. And I think we're having quite a bit of fun. And I actually appreciate getting out and going out of my comfort zone, meeting a new person. It's actually been pretty great. Honesty officially started crawling on all fours on July 28th or 29th, around that time. She was like kind of starting to on the 28th, but really did it on the 29th. Here's a little clip.
What are you doing? You see Mom? Are you crawling on all fours now? Oh, come on. Come on. Show Daddy. What? What's wrong? Good job. Come here. Bless you. Awesome job, honey. Oh my gosh, good job. Hey, baby.
We are so proud of her. Speaking of Honesty growing really fast, her 1 year birthday is about to get here in, a month. It's crazy how time flies. And I've pretty much got it all planned out, like almost to a T, from what activities will be going on to who's on the invite list, and what food and what times things will be happening. And oh my gosh, it's so exciting to know that we did this. We had a baby and we took care of her, and she's gonna be a year old now. It's a fabulous feeling. So I'm super excited, and I can't wait to see how it goes, and hopefully everything turns out the way it was planned, and the people who love and respect Honesty, Matthew and I, show up and give Honesty especially the time of day. That's all I could ever ask for. Now on to my update. I still have to get on making an appointment with my doctor. I've been kind of waiting because I started a new way of eating, the ketogenic way of eating, and I kind of want to wait so that my body has time to adjust, and then I can go get blood work done and see how my numbers are, and at the same time tell him I want this and this and this done. I think that's the perfect way to call my doctor's office up and say, look, I've been doing this new way of eating. I just want to check to make sure that everything's going well. I've got a few issues. I need to come see him. I think that being on this way of eating for more than a month or two is really going to give me an idea of my state of health when I go and get tests done. I've been eating the ketogenic way since July 20th or the 21st, and so far I've lost 7 pounds, which is absolutely amazing. But the problem is that my water weight fluctuates a lot. One day I'll be bloating and I'll weigh myself and I'll have gone back up on the scale. Then the next day I've gone down. So the most important thing for me and most ketoers out there is to make sure you're drinking enough water for you, and to make sure you're keeping your sodium levels up. So weird. Ketogenic diet, if you don't know what it is high fat, moderate protein, low carb. 20 grams or less is what I'm doing. Some people do 50 grams or less, but I know, one, I have a lot of weight to lose. I have a lot of different issues that apparently the ketogenic diet should help, such as fatty liver, and it can even restore the liver's metabolic functioning, apparently. So that's what I've read in numerous studies online, and I hope they're true. And I'm wondering if they're true. Since starting the keto way of eating, my itching has reduced so much. It still happens, however, not even nearly as much as it was in my last update and updates prior. It's crazy. If you're new to this, I would normally itch a lot when sweating or after showering. I've actually been able to increase how many days I take a shower. Before, it was just too much. Like, it was so stressful to be that itchy, and I'm so thankful that this is helping. So that's one positive thing. And I gotta go check my blood pressure soon, make sure that's stabilized. I'm thinking of starting an egg fast tomorrow. I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to. I hope it goes well. I've got high hopes for it, so I guess we'll see how that goes. I've been backed up a bit more though since starting keto, and I find that my urine is still smelly sometimes, not as much as it was. And my feces is actually really smelly most of the time, so that's kind of interesting. I've been taking those cleanse pills, the Renew Life cleanse pills again. I've been super inconsistent with them though. I've even put a reminder on my phone, and I'm still having trouble to take them on time or at all sometimes. So I gotta get on that because I want this to be easier on my body, and the more channels of for detoxification I give my body, the easier it's going to be. It's definitely been helping the detox along. I can certainly tell, especially the bowel formula, it helps me go more. The only thing is though, I've got swollen nodes or something in my armpits again, or still really, who knows if they left. Especially the left one, where if you were watching my pregnancy vlogs, you remember me talking about having a swollen, basically mound under my left armpit, which I was told was breast tissue. Now that I'm not pregnant, you think the swelling, which did go down a bit, but you think it would go down a lot more, if not be inexistent. Also, my underarms have been extremely sweaty and smelly lately too. So that could be a good thing. Maybe it means that, the toxins are sweating out of my underarms, and that would be great. I still have quite the dry scalp, and also lately I've noticed that in here where the elbow crease is on the inner side of the elbow, I have like some dry patches on both elbows. That just started not too long ago. I'm not sure what it's from, if it's like eczema or what, but it gets itchy sometimes and flaky. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've never really had eczema. I might have had a little bit here and there, but this is super new. I've had some super frustrated days with Honesty again this month in that testing phase, but it just seems to keep getting worse at times. Can't seem to control how frustrated I get when she does that stuff. Like my blood boils, and I get and I get sad, and then I get like upset, and it's just because I'm so used to her always just being good. Like, not saying she's being bad, but basically she's been really easy to take care of, and whenever that sways from the norm, I get upset because I've grown accustomed to her being a certain way. So what I'm noticing is that it's actually pretty normal for me to be frustrated, because I have to have time to adjust to her going into a new phase or learning something new or whatever it is. I just don't like how I react. I get upset. I tend to raise my voice at her a little bit. And I know she doesn't understand the discipline right now. So it's definitely hard to deal with. There are times, especially while I was on the Facebook hiatus and whatever, that I really would have liked to have been able to talk to someone and have them understand or be able to empathize. And even like now, it's still great to have viewers or people empathizing, like my mom, my family, some of my friends. It's a wonderful thing. I've been still going to bed way too late, or early in the morning, I should say. It's not late at night, but early in the morning. One time I went to bed at 6 in the morning. Very ridiculous and dumb, really. I had to get up at 8:30 with Honesty in the morning. Well, she got up at 9 at that point, but I like to get up a bit before her so I can prepare her bottles and her food, and yeah. So next thing you know, my alarm goes off. I must have shut it off, fell back asleep, and then my phone rings, and it's Matt, and he's like, "Where are you?" Because it took me so long to answer, and I was like, "Just woke up." He's like, "Where's Honesty?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I like jumped right up, looked at the time, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock." So it was an hour past when she normally wakes up. I was freaking out. And then all of a sudden the monitor turned on and she started making noises or babbling noises or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, did she like wake up and like cry or babble or whatever? And I just never heard her. I'm such a terrible mom. I was like so pissed at myself. So I asked my aunt, I said, did you hear her at all? Did she wake up? No, not at all. So she had slept in, but oh my God, like, I'm telling you, I don't go to bed at 6 o'clock anymore, but I'm still going to bed way too late and not getting enough sleep because I can feel it. And especially during those frustrating times where she's testing me and such. So I really got to work on that. But my sleeping pattern has been like this for years. It's really difficult for me to switch into a sleeping pattern where I'm, going to bed at, say, 10, 11 o'clock at night. It doesn't work for me yet. It does sometimes, but not all the time. The Facebook hiatus felt amazing. I was able to work out a lot of issues, which was amazing. And then when I went back on to Facebook, I was able to work out some issues with friends that I had been quite upset with. They always wanted to make plans when they wanted to make plans, or they'd say they want to make plans and then never follow through kind of thing. So I'm just hoping that gets better and people have respect for my feelings, just like I have respect for theirs, and would try my best not to do something like that. And if I'm going to, I'm going to be honest about it, I'm going to say, I just don't feel like doing that, or I'm feeling uncomfortable or anxious and I can't do that. I just expect the same courtesy. If you don't have time for me, then say it. Update on Boots. Boots has still been doing pretty good. The only thing is he's vomited a couple times and his urine has started to smell kind of strong. I'm not sure what that's all about, but he has a vet appointment very soon, and he's still taking the potassium, but instead of the 2 milligrams per day, he's down to 1 milligram every second day. And other than that smelly urine and the vomiting and a little bit of crankiness, he seems to be doing pretty good. The crankiness has been normal for a while though. So I guess we'll see, and hopefully he's okay. I'll definitely update you guys next month. I don't want to be too optimistic, but many things have been starting to look up. Matt and I have our rocky days, but we're making it work. That's what matters, like no relationship's going to be perfect, but even though we can be at each other's throats and stuff, we've come a long way. We've seriously come a long way. And to stop this marriage now and get divorced because of some issues, even ones that are pretty darn serious and stressful for me, I think that it would be ridiculous if I didn't continue to work it out and be there for him and have him be there for me. That's pretty much it for this week. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Not only would I really appreciate you subscribing, I'd love it if you would share my video with your friends and family, share it on like Google Plus or some platform. That would be amazing. And if you'd comment below and give this video a thumbs up, I would be ever so grateful. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening wherever you are. Namaste.
Hey honey, you're sitting in the chair for the first time, eh? Yeah.
Without help, that is.
Exactly. Oh wow, you didn't fall. That's great. You've got good balance now.
Nanny's gonna be happy you're sitting in her chair. Are you dancing?
Oh, look at that. No problem. No problem.
Now, if she tries to get back in,
Can you get in it yourself? Probably not, eh? That's okay.
use it for support, but
Remember your first little toy?
Honesty, is that your new toy chest? No toys in there yet, though. Looks like you found a drawer. That's a blue one. Keep trying, I'm sure you'll get it.
This is how you act when you're going to sleep.
for your nap. There we go. Silly girl. You gonna stand up? Having a party?
What are you drinking out of a sippy cup with your milk all on your own? Well, that's good. We get to show Daddy. He's gonna be so proud. Drink. Not even 11 months old and drinking her milk out of a sippy cup. Now, if only we could get her to do that with water. Good job, Honesty. Good job.